So yeah, again, welcome everyone this morning to our webinar session. Here, my name is Sarah. I'm working at Spryker, and my co-host is Alex from one of our partners at Mediawave. And we want to welcome you today to our session on Beyond Online Shop. So how to transform your business into a digital marketplace. Let me just quickly go through the agenda for today. Alex will give you a brief introduction on the state of marketplace in e-commerce in very general. Go over benefit and requirements. So what is actually needed? What are common questions that usually come up for clients when in regards to marketplace? Then I will go into an actual live demo of the Spryker Marketplace solution. And then towards the end, we of course have some time for Q&As. If there are any questions, to each of the sections, feel free to use the Q&A function in this webinar solution here. We will try to answer as many questions as possible in between. And as I said, of course, towards the end, there is also the possibility to ask any more questions. And we also, of course, we'll, get back to you if there's any other questions that we might not be able to answer right now. But of course, there will be a solution for that as well. And yes, the session will be recorded. And will be shared afterwards. So that was already the first question from Johannes. Thanks. All right. Again, just a quick introduction of myself. My name is Sarah. I'm heading the product marketing team at Spryker, meaning I work very closely with our product team in the development and description process of all our features. And then make sure that our sales colleagues and marketing colleagues and customer success and everyone is very well in the know of what's going on at Spryker and what they that everyone has their proper updates on the product. Alex, you want to take it over?
Yes, thank you, Sarah. So also welcome from my side. I'm very happy to have you here today in this webinar. My name is Alexander Damm. I'm head of sales and marketing at Mediawave. And yeah, Mediawave was one of the first Spryker solution partners. And we have experience in more than 5 Spryker projects, for example, for Segmüller or Ratioform. And of course, we already implemented an online marketplace with Spryker for one of our clients. And that's why we host the webinar today together with Spryker. In the first part, as Sarah already mentioned, I will share some insights about the current state of online marketplaces, and I will give you an overview about benefits and core requirements to launch your marketplace business model. So let's start. Yeah, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about customer attention. As you can see here, the red curve, it represents the time customers spend with digital interfaces and touch points. And as you can see, in the last 10 years, the time customers spent with those digital touch points increased, but now there's a saturation. And on the other hand, the green curve, it shows the amount of digital commerce offerings worldwide. And yeah, those offerings are growing exponentially. A few years ago, those two curves intersected. And that was the point when the role of platforms and marketplaces became more and more important for our whole ecosystem. So in the last years, there's a gap, which you can see here, and we call this the war of customer attention. So it's all about customer attention today, and this is why we are talking about online marketplaces. So let's have a look on some facts and figures. In 2020, more than 50% of the worldwide online sales are made through marketplaces. And nearly all online customers have already shopped on online marketplaces. So there are the big ones like Amazon, eBay, or some regional players on the German market, but there are more and more some other kind of specialized marketplaces in the B2B and in the B2C sector. And also in times of Corona, there are some changes. 36% of retailers have adjusted their marketplace strategy as a result of COVID-19. So it's a very actual topic today. First of all, I want to give you a brief overview about the online marketplace business model. So we separate two types of marketplaces. First one on the left-hand side, it's the pure marketplace model. A marketplace operator just offers products and services by third-party merchants and vendors, and they do not sell their own products in the pure marketplace model. So the operator is just a kind of an intermediary. Second one is called the enterprise marketplace model. And here the marketplace operator also sells his own products, and additionally, third-party sellers are offering their products too. Both types of marketplaces are used in B2C and in B2B context, which is very important for you. And if you believe the predictions of the analysts, then there is a very huge opportunity. By 2023, 15% of medium or high GMV digital commerce organizations will have deployed their own marketplaces. And there's a high relevance for the B2B sector. So 70% of the enterprise marketplaces launched will serve B2B transactions. Last but not least, there will be more than 10% increase in net digital revenue for organizations that have operated enterprise marketplaces for more than 1 year. So these are the predictions of the analysts. Now let's talk about those benefits and requirements launching an online marketplace. So what are the benefits for the different actors? Let's start with the customers. The customers can profit from a wide range of products and high availability. And as well, they can also benefit from attractive prices. They can save time in the purchasing process. So marketplaces can provide a kind of online one-stop shopping experience. What about the benefits for marketplace operators in the middle? So they can benefit from a better attractiveness. With an online marketplace, they are able to better engage and retain their customers. And of course, there's an additional sales potential. For example, they can benefit from commissions on payments or even on shipping costs. The operator also gets deep insights about the customers by owning extensive data. So data is the new gold. And in terms of business development, they can also minimize risks when planning to expand their offerings. And as well, there are also benefits for the third-party merchants. The third-party merchant can profit from customer access and of the whole marketplace marketing power. For third-party vendors selling on the marketplace, it is a fast opportunity to bring new products and new services to new markets, for example. And last but not least, they do not care about the full scope of an e-commerce process. So they can be standardized and simple ways to sell products and services online without operating their own e-commerce platform. We will first talk about the role of the marketplace operator. So the marketplace operator has the central responsibility to manage all processes and the operation of the marketplace. To do this, he needs a kind of central back office tool, kind of cockpit. And he needs access to all products and offers from all merchants, so a global overview. And he needs also a global overview about all the orders placed in the marketplace. The second actor is the merchant. So typically there are multiple vendors or merchants selling products and services on a marketplace. Each merchant can have their own profile page, for example, where they display business informations or his products and his services. So that's why he needs tools and processes to fulfill the orders placed on the marketplace. And this is where the merchant portal comes in. In the merchant portal, each merchant can maintain his offers, his products and prices and all the stuff related to the offerings. And the merchants can have an overview about all the relevant data, such as sales data, order data, and those stuff. And additionally, merchants can set up their profile information in the merchant center and add additional contact information and his merchant data, which is relevant to operate all the processes. As I mentioned before, there's a very big opportunity in the B2B. And due to demographic changes, more than 75% of B2B buyers already are influenced by marketplaces and B2B platforms in their purchasing processes. And online marketplaces are suitable for different B2B use cases. This can be a franchise and retail network. Marketplaces are also relevant for disruptive and tech-enabled businesses focusing on market transformation, enterprise corporations developing new lines of business, or even purchasing organizations offering a service to its members, associations of like-minded businesses that come together and build their own marketplace, or even co-op operations. When you start planning your own marketplace strategy, then you should investigate in 4 key success factors. And I will give you a short introduction. So first of all, the organization. So you need specialists and dedicated employees that ensure the smooth operation of the marketplace. And there you need to include all the stakeholders from sales, marketing, IT, business development, and all those other departments. And you should investigate in account managers working very closely together with your third-party sellers that are responsible for the onboarding process and the whole operation process in a deep cooperation with the third-party sellers here. Second key success factor is speed and agility. In order to quickly gain initial experience and reduce the investment risk, you should start small and scale fast. What does it mean? So you should go for an MVP and test out the marketplace model in a very early stage. And then you can optimize, focus on the customer and seller feedback and scale the platform. And to do this, it's very relevant to focus on agile processes and bring those agile mindset to your organization. Third one is quality. Even if you start small, it's very relevant to have a high quality. So high quality in terms of product data, user experience, and of course, in terms of operational excellence. So do not over-engineer, but focus on the basics and on a high quality of service and customer interaction. And last but not least, technology is relevant. So you need a technology to build an own online marketplace from the scratch or extend your current web shop. And when evaluating your right technology, then you should focus on scalability, functionality, and flexibility, and have a deep understanding about business plans and positioning of those software vendors and technology providers. And yes, Spryker could be a very cool approach. And I'm also happy to hand over now to Sarah. She will give you more deep insights about the Spryker Marketplace approach. And so the stage is yours, Sarah. And I'm happy to answer your questions at the end. So Sarah, stage is yours.
Thanks a lot, Alex. Let me just quickly share my screen now, so I can take you right into the demo that I've prepared of our current marketplace setup as it is implemented in our demo shop. Just a few things up front. So just so you know, there are quite a lot of features in here that I won't go into right now, because some of them are for our B2B suite demo or B2C suite demo. And since we only have a limited amount of time, I'm also not going into too many details, but I'll give you the essence of what we have so far and where things are going. And I hope this will give you a good impression of what Spryker can do in terms of marketplace already. All right, I hope everyone can see my screen. So we are right now in the merchant portal, or in the login form for the merchant portal. That is, as Alex mentioned, the go-to place for the third-party sellers that are selling products on the marketplace platform run by an operator. What can they do here? Of course, they can register their business, edit. Let me go into the actual portal. They can edit their profile. They have a nice dashboard overview here of sales, of any open tasks and orders. This is the profile overview where they can just edit any information necessary, like contact information, obviously. Every merchant has the chance to create a unique store ID, so they also can share their products and their portfolio, for example, online. There's a lot of space for some information. There's obviously, of course, also visual assets, so that the shop can be individualized to a certain extent, obviously. And that's for sure one of the biggest benefits. So the merchants can customize their own profile in the marketplace and influence their own branding, their own logos, the messages that they want to convey to the customers. There's obviously also some terms and conditions. So a lot of information that is on the one hand legally necessary, but also that contributes to the individuality of the store. I'm going through the merchant's, let's say, user journey first, and then I'm going into the operator's side of things. So just so you know, I'm not skipping too much in between the different portals. Okay, so what's next? So, once I registered me as a merchant, Video King in this case, once I registered my profile, of course, I want to start selling products and make some money. So there's two options as we have it on the marketplace. One is selling actual products, so my own physical products. That could be that, like in the case of especially those DIY platforms like Etsy, for example, is a good example. So if I handcraft things, if I don't know, sew or whatever, these are my own products that I want to sell. So I would add my own products here, and I have a physical stock and no one else actually sells those products, let's say, then I would enter an actual product description here. As of right now, this is not implemented in our demo version right now, so I cannot show you, unfortunately, creating an actual product, but it is, in the end, it will be very similar to what I will show you in a second, creating an offer. But just so you can see this overview already, so these are all the products that are implemented for this particular merchant here. They can, of course, be implemented by the operator. There are ways and means to import product stocks for sure. And you can customize these views, search and select the different products in here. And then the other option that you always have as a merchant is to create an offer on existing products of the marketplace, or that is sold in the marketplace. So this is in the end a product that is either sold by another merchant or by the operator himself. And me as a merchant, I can make my own price offer on that. So, I also have a stock of these products and I'll just create my own price to that. And this is something that I actually want to show you right now. Let me go in here. So the view is very similar actually to the product one. I can search for products, no problem. I can filter and select anything that I have here so that I keep a clear overview. So if I now go to this form and say I want to create an offer, I first have to choose which product do I want to make an offer for, right? So let's say I want to create an offer on a smartwatch. I can select any type of smartwatch that is being currently sold. And since either another merchant or the operator is already selling this, there is already, product details entered. The only thing I now have to do is say, yes, this product is going to be live for me. I can enter my own reference number. And if I want to, so I just add, a bunch of information that is necessary for my offer. So in which stores do I want to enter, do I want to sell the product? How many items do I have in stock? And of course, I also need to enter prices. I'll just enter some fictional prices here right now. Of course, it would also be helpful, if I, for example, sell in other countries, to always keep in mind currency differences. I can also enter different prices for the different locations, no problem. I can enter validity dates. So an example would be for, just Christmas season. And then say, create. And now let me just quickly show you. I'll copy the SKU number. Can you actually now, Alex, can you confirm, is the second screen visible or the online shop visible now? I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure on the sharing options here.
Yes, we can see the front end of the online shop.
Perfect. All right. Sorry. So let me just enter quickly the SKU number here into the online shop. Okay, the search, there seems to be a little bug here. But in anyways, this is the smartwatch that I just made an offer to. And there you go, Merchant Video King. I made an offer for 150 euros on this watch. And there it is. Right. Oh, okay, I see there's already a bunch of questions in here. Okay, let's go to the questions, because actually this is kind of the first bit of demo that I wanted to show you, kind of the introduction phase as a merchant, so how to set up a profile and any kind of offers and products. So let's see. As a B2B business, I'm running my own processes to create product data. Okay, this is one question here. How could a merchant follow my process in order to create consistent data quality? I'm not really sure what you mean here. I'm sorry. And there's also a bug. I'm pretty sure Janet is not asking all these questions because she's a colleague of mine. So whoever posted the first question, maybe you can clarify again. I don't really understand 100% what you mean here. Can I run a process like Amazon, sheets, pictures, store A+ content? If you mean in terms of can I run a process like Amazon, there is a lot of features that Amazon offers, obviously, you know, with A+ content, booking, I don't know, top spots in the categories and stuff like that. So there's, I mean, in theory, yes, everything can be done. Some things are not implemented yet. You can, of course, add pictures of your own. There is, yeah, there is a lot of possibilities you can do. As I said, so in the profile, for example, in the profile view, there are things you can do to kind of highlight your own profile, but on profile, on the product side, of course, there's also the chance to add, if you sell your own products, there's of course always the chance to add product images, descriptions, anything like that. Yes, we do offer bulk uploads, of course. So that's always an option. Do you offer EDI interfaces from my marketplace to a third-party merchant? I have to take that question offline and clarify. So this would be one question where I would ask you to be a little patient. I'll take that with me and make sure that I don't give you the wrong answer here. Okay, and then one last question here, so we can continue. When you create an offer, the page completely closes and shows the message is created. When you create an offer, the page completely closed and show the message is created when opened again, or was there a problem from my side? It's right now, it's mostly, since again, it's a demo shop, you know, I'm asking you to be a bit patient and, you know, take it into consideration that, you know, not everything, of course, is optimized 100% as it can be in real life. So yes, the page is reloading a little bit slower than it normally would in a live environment. But yes, this is basically what's happening. Okay, so let's maybe continue, just so you know we're not running too much out of time. All right, so as I said, this is kind of the first step as taking the merchant portal and like setting up the merchant profile into account. But then again, you know, these would of course be your third-party sellers. So what is actually happening on the operator side? So as a person owning the platform. So let's log into the back office of Spryker. So one big advantage here is that, you know, you have everything in the same back office. So since we do not, you know, put Marketplace as a separate software on top of the existing e-commerce structure, it's all in the same style, the same user experience, the same back office for you as an operator. So that's, I would say, a big plus. And now, if we go to our marketplace section of the backend, you know, we see here all the different merchants that are currently live on our marketplace. Video King is the one that I just registered, or that I just showed you. As you can see here, the operator, sorry, has always the chance to edit, approve, deny profile information, for example, merchant altogether. of course, also products and offers, just so you stay in control of your platform. I think that's the biggest plus here. So of course, you know, we want to make sure that there is as little work as possible on the operator side, but on the other hand, we also want to make sure that they keep control of their own store and what is being sold and how it's being presented. So let's see. As I said, any kind of information can be edited here, but we also want to go into offers and see, this is the Sony smartwatch, the offer that I just made. So it's already in here. We set everything for demo purposes to auto approve. Of course, also for control purposes, this can be made manual, but I guess this is not really an option when it comes to hundreds of thousands of products that you don't want to manually approve every single thing there. But in theory, you can if you want to. Right, so what else can you do here? Sorry, just give me 1 second. Exactly. So of course, there's also the possibility to then, you know, enter products that you as the operator also want to sell. I'm not going to go into that because there's or quite a few details necessary for that. So I don't want to go into too many details right here. But of course, you can create your own products that then any merchant can make and offer to, or you want to keep them exclusive. You know, in the case of Amazon, for example, their own Amazon brands, for example, like the Kindle, the Alexas and stuff. So these are their own exclusive brands that they, you know, don't want to open up to any other merchants. All right, so now I'm actually skipping a little bit because what I also want to do is go back to the front end, to the demo shop itself, and briefly show you the user experience that the end customer would have. So again, you know, we did see that the offer that was created by the merchant Video King was live immediately. And now me as an end customer, I also want to make a purchase on this demo, on this platform here. And, you know, just as much as we make sure that the very seamless user experience is given for you as an operator, the same is true for the end customer. So, you know, they should not really see any difference between a, let's say, regular online shop or a marketplace experience up until, of course, certain details. But, you know, they can search the merchants in the search bar if they know. Okay, I apologize for that. So it should not be see-through, of course, but I think you can see it roughly. So I can search for the merchant here, for example. You know, of course, I have the option to include merchants anywhere I want in navigation or anywhere else. So let's say, you know, I just want to briefly have a look at these guys, Video King, what they can do. So these are products that Video King is selling. And let's say I, as an end customer, want to make a purchase now. Let's say I just want to buy this camcorder. I see all the descriptions here, and I see, okay, the only seller is Video King right now because I filtered for them. Okay, then I just add it to my cart. No problem. Here it is. It's sold by Video King. I can actually quickly have a look at their profile, see all the information, you know, terms and conditions, whatever. Also, one thing that is not yet implemented but will come very soon is the possibility to show all products and offers. like, so the whole portfolio in the product, the merchant profile here. But yeah, again, this is not yet implemented, but will come very soon. So I have already one item in my cart, but let's say I want to, you know, buy another product. So let's just go back to cameras. One thing I quickly wanted to show you here. So you can also filter, for example, by merchants. So let's say I want to buy something knowingly from a different merchant. And here, then, this is the view that I wanted to show you. In this case, you know, this product is sold by 3 different merchants. Spryker is the operator of the platform. Budget Cameras is one merchant. Video King is another merchant. So let's say Budget Cameras is actually the one that's making the best offer. And so I choose those and add it to my cart. So now I'm taken back to the cart, and actually want to proceed to checkout. So I have an existing account here, yes. One thing I want to highlight here is our possibility to ship to different addresses. So this is actually something that, especially in B2B surroundings, comes in very handy. I can have both items shipped to different addresses, to different offices, for example, if necessary. But for demo purposes, because this will take a while, because we only have entered one address actually. Let's just say everything should be shipped to the same address, and yes, billing is the same. But yeah, again, so this is actually quite a powerful B2B feature that we have here. So you can not only select different shipping addresses for the different products, also in the regular online shop version, not just on Marketplace, but you can also, for example, request different delivery dates. They need to, of course, be confirmed by the merchant, but in theory, you can also request different dates for delivery. So then, since it's shipped by different merchants, again, here sold by Video King, sold by Budget Cameras, I select different shipment options. The whole checkout, by the way, can of course also be done in like a much more condensed version. So again, for demo purposes, we just put the largest possible option in here, so we can really highlight all the different features that we have. So I want to pay by invoice. And now I have a nice summary page where I again see the different products, the different delivery addresses. If I chose to enter those, I can add a few comments to the cart if I need to. Put in voucher cards if I have any. You can see here already, so this is like an automatic discount that is already deducted in this case, shipping costs, so everything's here. Again, also here, this is something that is part of our B2B shop or B2B feature set. If you are in a B2B surrounding where you need approval from supervisors, for example, this would pop up here. And I submit this order. Again, it's a demo shop. It's taking a little longer than it usually would. So yeah, my order has been placed successfully. Thank you very much. That's good to know. So what's the benefits for the end customer here? Of course, as I said, again, it should be no shopping difference or no experience differences from a regular online shop to a marketplace. You have no need for different cards, different checkouts, different payments. So everything is basically handled in one platform and one interface by the operator who runs the platform. So is, for example, payment. And this is actually one thing that I want to show you right now. How is this order now handled in the back office? So let's go in. And this is my order that I just placed, December 3rd. again, most, of course, things will be triggered automatically in a real life situation. But what we did here for purposes of demonstration is that we need to trigger our state machine manually. So the state machine is a very powerful tool that we have that can trigger a lot of automated processes. So if I say now, okay, Miss Sonia paid the invoice, I say as an operator, okay, I received the money it's paid. I can also review, of course, the order here, see what products were bought by or from which merchants. And so now my part as an operator mostly has been completed. So if I now go back into the merchant portal, actually. So remember, I'm a video king, so I should, and yes, here it is, I should see the order that Sonia Wagner just created. Of course, I only see the order or the part that was purchased from me as a merchant, so I don't see the whole order, but only the one order that has been bought from me. I see that, money came in. Again, here is the camera. And now, same thing, of course, I can automate everything, which usually would happen, of course, if I have a specific, warehouse options and all that. But right now, we just have it all manually. So I say, okay, everything is fine, money is here. I ship the order. And once I got the okay, because we send it out via drone, of course, that the product has been delivered. I say, yes, it has been delivered. All is fine, all is good. And now, if again, sorry for the hopping here, I actually said I don't want to hop too much between the shops, but in this case, it's actually necessary because I just want to make sure that you see that everything is really happening fast and in a live surrounding. So I go back as Sonia here in this case into my order and want to check my order. And see, okay, the first product has been delivered to me, yay. The other one, the camera, that's sold by Budget Cameras, still has the status sent to merchant, meaning that the payment is there, but the merchant has not acted yet upon it. All these statuses can, of course, be completely customized to whatever it needs to be saying here. You can also see that, of course, if I go back, I can reorder this whole order. I can also file a return. So that's also no problem whatsoever. All this is very much possible in this marketplace surrounding. Right. So this is actually, and looking at the time, yes, I need to actually stop my demo here. So I hope this gave you a nice view of what is already possible with the Spryker Marketplace solution. As I said, there's many, many, many more features coming, also specifically for B2B surroundings, a lot of things that go with bulk orders, with volume prices, with, as I said, approval processes, all that. So we're working tirelessly on making sure this gets more and more features and updates. But yeah, it's a very, very powerful tool, powerful solution that we have here. And I see the Q&A blinking. So let me quickly go in and see if I can already answer any questions. Can you share what competitive advantages you have against your competitors? Well, I think I try to mention some of them in between. The biggest competitive advantage I see is that, with most of our competitors, they don't offer a whole solution. So most of them offer you, to kind of set up a marketplace on top of your existing structures, which leads usually to problems with, connecting the different systems, running on different platforms. You have different interfaces, you have different back offices, you have different user experiences, and potentially, of course, also different tech stacks, which will lead to, developers really not having too much fun with their job anymore. And at Spryker, it's one solution, it's one portal, as you saw, and going back to the back office. So everything, your whole online shop, marketplace, whatever you have, is all run on the same solution. And it leads to a lot of, it just leads to faster development times. There is no connecting issues with other systems. It's just faster and easier, and user experience is, seamlessly. Okay, there's a question in German here. Kaufen die Kunden dann immer über die Spryker Website und dort sind alle meine Kunden. So, okay, the question is, if I understand it correctly, Cameron, correct me if I'm wrong, but if the online shop is then always the Spryker website? No, of course not. This is just our demo solution. So of course, you have the possibility to start from that white label solution, but I think in essence, everyone will always customize their own front end solution to whatever suits your brand, your CI, your needs, your customer needs, of course. As I said, again, like the demo as we give it, as we have it, is always to show as many different features as possible. It might also be that you don't even need all the different features, or that you want to have more powerful features here and there. So of course, this is really just our Spryker branded kind of demo shop here. Is it possible to customize the view page, my merchant from the back office? That is actually a good question. I'm also going to take that offline. I know that, for example, again, of course, whatever you see here in the front end is all, so that's also part of the merchant portal, for example, is all customizable in terms of to make sure your branding is included and whatever you need to kind of install your CI. So yes, of course, parts of it are definitely customizable. From the back office, let me quickly go back in here. So what you can customize or what you can edit and change here is mostly the, let's say, written content. There is also the option to edit the imagery and such. But how far the actual customization is concerned, I also need to check if that's okay for you. Is it possible to compare two sellers before adding items to the basket? Yes. Where is my demo shop? Right here. So I think maybe you posted that question before I actually came to that part. So for example, right here on the product detail page, you have right here all the different sellers, all the different merchants that are selling that product, and you can compare the different offers that they make. And you can also go into their profiles right here. And as I said, it's in the process of being implemented. Soon you can also view the whole portfolio of products and offers that each merchant has. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope that answered the question, Cameron. Okay, so yeah, I hope that gave you, as I said, again, a good overview, and I hope I was able to answer most of the questions. As I said, will take those two questions offline, and we have the possibility to also extract all the questions. As I said, you will get the recording as well, so you can also go back to those questions. And yeah, we will definitely check and see how we can get those questions back to you guys. Okay, Alex, if you don't have anything else to add.
There's just one question in the chat. Maybe we can answer this. It's about the calculation of shipping costs for split orders. So maybe you can talk a little bit about this.
If you have several products in the shopping cart with different sellers, additional shipping costs for each seller might not be customer friendly. Yes, that's for sure. So the shipping cost, you know, again, I know I keep repeating myself, but the way we created our demo shop here is really to show and highlight all the different features. So, you know, of course, shipping costs can be allocated proportionately, so that, you know, you don't have as an end customer to kind of choose different shipping costs if you have like 10 items on your cart. Of course, this is very, very user unfriendly, and we're all about user friendliness and the good UX. So yeah, of course, those shipping costs can be allocated separately. It really depends on what you as the operator install as preferences there. I noticed that the discount was 10%, yet in case of order from Video King, okay, so the discount in the card, that's a very, that's a completely different story, not related to split orders or whatsoever. Actually, this is, you know, from demonstrating another feature that is applicable to card discounts. So you can, if you want to, in the back office, go and install automatic discounts that you want to give to your customers, whatever, you know, whatever strikes your fancy really. Because today is Thursday, I want to give 20% discounts on all items that start with a T. If you want to do that, fine, you can do that. The default option or the default discount we in our demo installed here is a 10% discount if you are above a certain order level. That's everything that is. Yeah. All right. I hope that made that quite clear. All right. Yeah, then again, thanks everyone. Thank you very much for the attention. I hope we were able to give you a good insight on Marketplace and you know, what the future brings and where things are going. And that's it really from my side. I don't know, Alex, if you want to say a few more words, but I think we're good.
Yeah, thank you guys. And yeah, you can contact us if you want. If you have any specific questions, you can find us on LinkedIn. Yeah, feel free
there's
to
also going to be the, sorry, there's also in the presentation that will follow, there's also the contact details if you have any more questions. Cool. Right, then yeah, enjoy the rest of your Thursday and the rest of your week, and then thanks a lot.
Bye-bye, thanks.
Bye.